University 2, hacking a spoiler from a 2004 LX envoy. These are known to come off or blow off, and sometimes they will hang from the brake light wire coming from center top. It sits on the vehicle this way, on the rear of the hatchback. And sometimes the plastic that has the screw in it, it becomes loose, and the force of the wind coming under here actually blows these off, or just makes them unstable, and they come loose. But the question is, how do I get it back on and get it to stay? Well, this one was ordered from a junkyard. It was shipped to my friend, and I tried to get it on, and it just did not fit. We gave the proper vehicle information for the year, but they needed some more numbers to actually get the one that fits our vehicle. So we got a second one, and it almost didn't fit either. We tried to put this on there first to get it to fit properly, and then we found out we could not use this piece. So the piece we ordered, we just left that off, and there are some little plastic hinges here that slides on the hinge that's actually on top of the vehicle. Kind of slides into place, set it up, and just kind of slide it on there. And it screws has 4 screw holes here. Supposed to screw it from with the hatch back lifted up, or at least the window part of it lifted up. You can supposed to be able to insert these screws from underneath the rear hatchback glass. However, once we got these screws into place and everything looked fine, we had them tightened down, my friend drove off, and I got a phone call that this thing was hanging from the vehicle, and she was gone a couple hours or so, and this thing was hanging. So my next suggestion was we can better mount this. Let's screw from the outside. Let's screw from the outside, and just find some screws that's going to be flat on the top, and be able to screw them from underneath with a lock washer and a nut. Problem solved. And you may have to, I got some special nuts here. You may have to have a hacksaw ready, and maybe a tap set if these screws may be too long. I want to be able to cut them and retap them to get it to fit exactly right. You notice that once we got this on and we opened the entire hatchback, there was a slight rubbing in this area, but it was very slight, but the problem was solved. Getting this on, putting these screws in here with the washer and the nut, that would solve the problem. Diversity 2, hacking a spoiler on a 2004 Envoy LX. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Has 4 screw holes on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That seemed to want to stay on. This is where the second one came loose and flew off. The screws are actually still there. This piece slid out from the plastic that was inserted inside the plastic. Put it on it. We actually mounted the second one that actually fit this vehicle. It hooked into this section, then into, leave it on this side. I think they're opposites. So the hook that fitted here and there. One hook slid there, and the other one slid up here. We had it all mounted and had 4 screws in there, and they're still here, but the whole piece blew off. Probably because of the force of the wind pushing upon it, just slid right out of the plastic. These are the idle wrench screws that came out to mount it.
Mom, we're gonna clean it up. No more warning. Mom, we're cleaning it up.
These are the ones I'm going to be replacing. I'm going to mount them on the outside and screw them inside. This is going to be outside of the plastic. Got these out of Home Depot. I drill my hole from the inside. Here. You can dip these in black liquid rubber if you don't want the boat showing on top and standing out, or take a can of black spray paint before you put these screws in and just spray paint on black so everything can match. Just take your aluminum drill bit and just drill straight through the threads. Just knock the threads out with the aluminum drill bit. Just drill straight through. You can get your, depending on what screws you want to use here. I got 2 different kinds, but this is the one I wanted to use because it was flat on top. The idea is to get the bolt through here. You're not going to be able to drill through the plastic and try to screw the screw through these threads. Because it's slanted. And well, anyway, my idea was to just make the hole wider here. You can get your bolt all the way through and get your lock washer, depending on what type of screw you're going to use here. Just get a small lock washer. And get your nuts on there and tighten it up, and you should be good to go. And do all the holes the same way. Just drill straight through there. Just take and drill through all the holes, all 4 holes, and then set your bolts and put your lock washers on, and your nuts, and you should be good to go. I have a pack of 4 connecting bolts, every bolt, 1/4. Yeah, 4 of them. So you have your, you don't actually need the washer, but just optional there. But get your lock washer and your nut on there, and you should be good to go. Home Depot. This was in the. They have some screws that are sitting out in little plastic boxes, and there's another set of screws that are inside of a set of drawers, and this is what this came from. That specialty screws that were in this section that had drawers that you had to open up and actually look at them. Have built connecting bolts. From Home Depot. Gonna do the other 3. This is how we're going to mount it from the outside, but I need to take a wider drill and just open up the top a little more, so this section here will fit down into the plastic. It should work its way all the way through. I'm mounting it from the outside.